FOX54 Sports is sponsored by Alpha Insurance.
The 2023 SEC Football Media Day session is ramping up today for the first time in the city of Nashville. Mo Carter, Simon Williams, Nick Kuzma. Guys, I've been to a lot of these. This is your second, this is your first. Overall thoughts about the event, and also what did you like about it being in Nashville?
Well, everything's all on top of each other, so it kind of incubates all that energy. Everyone's around the corner. You might see a coach walk this way, that way. You get to be able to pull players aside, snag them for a quick interview. Radio Row is always buzzing because everyone's live doing their radio shows. Everyone in our industry is setting up their shots and everything. So there's a little bit of an on top of you kind of feel, but it's cool because we're all here and all happy and excited to be here. So it only just keeps that energy going.
Well, I had a great time, and I got to spend 4 days with you and with you in the same hotel, in the same workspace. It was fantastic. Who wouldn't want to spend time with these guys?
And this is also talking season. Everybody's undefeated. Everybody's talking about how good their teams are. Who do you think has that good shot in December?
I don't think you ever want to doubt Georgia. Everyone doubted them last year because they lost everybody in the draft. They reloaded and they go back-to-back and blow out a team in a national championship game like we've never seen before.
Yeah, I think this league has some more openness than we might care to admit. Yeah, I think Georgia and LSU are the favorites in their respective divisions, but only 5 quarterbacks of the 14 teams were here this week at SEC Media Days. That shows that there's a lot of questions to be answered within each respective program.
Along with a lot of questions, I feel there's still a lot of uncertainty about key players. I think we're going to see a lot of emerging guys this upcoming year.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And that might come from one of the favorites. That might come out of Georgia or LSU. Their key players take that step and it propels them.
And also, guys, I'll say this. It was actually interesting to be at a media days where Alabama doesn't seem to be an overwhelming favorite.
Yeah, and they also brought an offensive lineman as their offensive representative. Is nothing against J.C. Latham. But in the past years when you brought a Heisman Trophy winner, that shows you a certain confidence.
Absolutely. And then if we're going to talk about Alabama, we got to talk about Auburn, too. You know, obviously there was the controversy in the past. It sort of feels like there weren't really questions about that. It's sort of, we took that and now we're moving forward and talking about football. The ceiling for Auburn maybe this year might be 6-7 wins, but it sort of feels like they're on the right trajectory.
And everyone, if you missed any of our coverage from this past week here in Nashville, don't worry. You can tune in Sunday night at 10 p.m. on FOX54's Sports Section for a recap of SEC Media Days. In Nashville, that's Nick Kuzma, he's Simon Williams, and I'm Mo Carter for FOX54 Sports. Let's send